Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Evgenia, and you are on a channel where we talk about real estate abroad. We work with real estate in more than 40 countries around the world. We select properties both for investment and for permanent residence, as well as for obtaining residence permits and citizenship. Today, I would like to talk about real estate in Oman, in one of the best locations in the capital, Muscat, and this location is Al Mouj. Al Mouj is one of those completed mega projects, or rather mega locations, I would say. Several developers have been building up this area over the course of 15 years. That is, here, you already have a finished marina, completed golf courses, finished promenades, 5-star hotels, schools, kindergartens, business centers, and cafes. In other words, absolutely everything is now ready for you to move in. This is the best location. The real estate here is already quite expensive, meaning there are few properties available for resale because the Omani market is not overheated. It is still quite fresh. There are only a few projects here that are just beginning construction, about 6 or 7 across all of Oman. In a completed location, properties are a bit more expensive, but of course they have more advantages, because by the time your property is finished, all the infrastructure will already be in place, along with ready clients who want to move in right away. Or if you are moving here with your family, everything will already be completely ready for you and you can truly experience the atmosphere right now. What is life like in Muscat now? In Al Mouj, about 95% of the land has already been developed, so only 5% remains, and they are finishing up construction. Somewhere it's villas, somewhere it's apartments, and there are apartments under construction. They are located not far from the marina. There are apartments with views of the marina and with sea views. Of course, there are also views of the garden and the pool, so apartments with views in the other direction will be a bit cheaper. The completion date for this complex is in the first quarter of 2027. Prices for one-bedroom units start at $300,000. There are two-bedroom apartments for about $450,000, and you can also combine 2 or even 3 units. This way, you get one large apartment with 5 rooms for a big family. Of course, in that case, the price is higher, around $1.2 million. This complex is notable because, as of today, these are the only apartments currently being built in Al Mouj. You can obtain a residence permit and a visa by paying 80% of the total cost. And you can immediately apply for a residence permit and open a bank account. Not all developers offer such benefits, but this particular one does provide that right. Also, it's a gated community, which is convenient, comfortable for families with children, and safe for you. An absolutely wonderful location, perfect for living or renting out, since there are both small and large apartments available. Let me remind you once again, in Oman, both of these options are in demand among renters because 40% of the population are expats. So expats come either alone with a partner or as large families, such as residents from Asia, India, or Gulf countries. That is, people who come with their families or simply those who prefer a larger space, of course, feel more comfortable in a big apartment. Therefore, if you are considering this as an investment, both options are absolutely ideal. Of course, there will be a swimming pool, playgrounds, and sports complexes here. In other words, everything you need for comfortable living. It's what we've all become so accustomed to. And the second option for real estate investment is villas. When it comes to villas, I would say there are 2 types here. There is an almost coastal area, and there is one on a small island, 15 minutes walk from the beach, Junan Island, as well as golf residences. Prices start at $1.4 million for a 4-bedroom villa. I would like to point out that firstly, the properties, these 2 villas that we are looking at right now, are of absolutely stunning quality. And as a real estate agency, of course, we check all the information about the developer. We check the quality, how and what is being built, how it is done, and whether there will be delays or not. And in Al Mouj, specifically, these 2 developers have the best quality of completed projects that we have seen in the country. Top quality finishing materials, and you can purchase a furniture package. And if you don't want to go shopping yourself and pick everything out, you just walk into the apartment. They already have show apartments and show villas, and you simply immerse yourself in this Eastern luxury. Of course, that's a very pleasant experience. And it's especially nice that you can already see completed projects that were built 5 years ago, and their quality is absolutely top-notch, quality that has stood the test of time. We recommend these projects both for investment and for permanent residence. If you're interested in Oman, so why do our clients choose Oman? The first reason is that you can get a residence permit. As of today, that is, since August 2025, there are 3 types of residence permits. The first is for 2 years, regardless of the value of the property. It is automatically renewed as long as the property remains registered to you. The only caveat is that it's unclear how long it will continue to be renewed. This residence permit covers the investor, their spouse, children, and parents. And the only condition, there is no limit on the number of people, but the only condition is that children must be under 21 years old. All of this is included in the package, and the processing fee for each family member is about $100. A major advantage is that there is no minimum property value requirement, but there is a restriction. That is, at some point, this automatic renewal might be discontinued, and then it's not entirely clear what to do. So, in August 2025, the government of Oman introduced a new golden visa program for 5 and 10 years. Naturally, the terms differ in cost. So, for 5 years, the price is 250,000 Omani riyals, which is about $850,000. It still allows for an unlimited number of people, but with the condition that a child must be under 21 years old. Also, you can include a nanny, and there is also a 10-year visa. Its price is 500,000 Omani riyals, with the same number of people included. Of course, this is a big advantage because you can live in the country without worry, work, and run a business. Oman has a very good tax system. So, if we're talking specifically about taxes, let's probably start with real estate. In addition to the cost of the property itself, you pay 5% VAT and a 3% registration fee upon completion of construction. That's where the real estate expenses end because there is no annual property tax and no income tax on, say, rental income. So the only thing you pay is the service charges. On average, that's probably about 4 to 9 Omani riyals per year per square meter. I would say that's about $10 to $15 per year per square meter. And then, of course, water and electricity. Those are individual expenses. Also, when it comes to running a business, there are many areas that are exempt from paying taxes. Of course, that's also a big advantage. This needs to be considered individually for your specific activity, depending on which categories you fall under. For example, many of our clients take advantage of this benefit that the country offers. Oman is truly unique in this regard. In addition to income from oil extraction, there is also very active commercial, industrial, and port activity here. There are 4 main ports located here. One of them, by the way, is in Sohar and another is in Salalah. And of course, these 2 ports make a significant contribution to the country's economy, that is, to its economic activity. Also, in the Al Mouj area, there are several 5-star hotels. In one of them, you can purchase residences. This is the St. Regis Hotel. There are 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom apartments available. Prices start from $1 to $2 million. This is also a truly luxury project. I think everyone is familiar with this brand. So you can stay at the hotel, of course, but you can also live there permanently, enjoying all the services the hotel provides. And I also want to note that more and more new restaurants are opening in the area. And just recently, about 6 months ago, Novikov opened. We're looking forward to even more places to relax. I'd also like to point out that living in Al Mouj on a permanent basis is very comfortable because the airport is nearby, just 15 minutes away by car. And of course, I want to highlight one of the main advantages of Al Mouj. It's a ready-made community. Here you have all the infrastructure: hotels, a finished beach, a marina, a business center, and there are very good international schools, such as the IB, which is just 15 minutes away by car. There are also good private universities. All of this, of course, increases demand specifically for this location, which is why real estate prices here, in particular, are rising in new developments by 10 to 15% per year, depending on the view, and whether it's a villa or an apartment. So if you have any questions left, or if you would like to receive a personalized selection for Oman based on your criteria, please leave your contact information via the link below this video or leave a comment with your details. We will definitely get in touch with you and select the best apartments or villas tailored to your criteria. Thank you.